Welcome to Late Night with Rosa, where we get down to the arts of the matter. My darlings y queridos, welcome y bienvenidos to Late Night with Rosa, getting down to the arts of the matter. Welcome. I feel like I sing welcome on every episode, but I'm just so excited to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining me, for listening. If you're an essential worker and you're listening right now, I appreciate you. Thank you for your service. If you're brand new, bienvenidos. Welcome. ¿Cómo está? How are you? Thank you if you were here. I'd get you un cafecito, un vinito, but we're not. So I'm going to say thank you. But if you're home, have yourself a drink. If you're working, have yourself a drink, a non-questionable drink. How's everybody doing? Let me know. Hit me up. I've been getting some people hitting me up, and it feels so good to hear from you guys. It's so refreshing, and to hear that you guys are doing well. What's going on right now? Right now, they're opening up businesses, salons, barbershops, things. Obviously, the restaurants are open. A lot of my friends I've seen, y'all been going out. I really haven't gone anywhere just yet, restaurant-wise. You know what it is? I'm just kind of one of those people that they're telling everybody, you can go, it's open, and as long as you're outside. But me, I'm the one that's gonna wait for everybody to go out and everybody to do their shit, and then I'll step out. I want to make sure we make it first. This pandemic is not over, and some of y'all acting like there's literally nothing happening. You have to be safe, guys. Safety should never be in question. Don't drop the guard because you got Tom, Dick, and Harry here just walking on willy-nilly like everything's cool. Don't do it. I'm okay staying home. I'm okay eating pizza de vez en cuando. I'm okay with that, guys. But I can't wait. I can't wait to hang out with my girlfriends and all that good stuff. But when the time comes, talking about safety. Listen, I want to vent for a minute before we get into the topic of the week, which is getting out of your comfort zone. But see, this is the thing. This is one of those things where comfort and safety is number one. Okay? Please be very mindful of these ride share companies. You guys know the names. We don't have to elaborate, but please be mindful. I had two separate instances. People out here getting reckless. People out here being super considerate because of what's happening. These rideshare apps, they like if you click on it or whatever, they have that thing where you have to agree that you're going to wear a mask, that you'll put down the window if possible, that you're following all these security measures and safety measures just to maintain so you don't catch anything, right? So the first one, I'm waiting for this fucking car, and I'm sitting where I'm sitting because I'm waiting for the car. It tells you what car it is, whatever. This dude pulls up in a completely opposite car, comfortable as shit. Like, I'm supposed to just be like, okay, No, he comes up, and I'm still sitting there waiting because it's not the car on the app. He says my name, and I said his name. I was like, what happened to this car? He's like, oh, it's in the shop. Listen, I'm not going to ask him. I didn't ask him any questions. It's really not my business. My thing is this. I'm all about safety, and the way that things are right now, I'm not going to be taking any chances, and you as a driver should know better. With everything happening, I'm pretty sure there were people who probably took this ride anyway, but not I. Not I, honey. I don't take those kind of chances. I know some people are like, oh, you just too nervous. I don't give a fuck about nervous or none of that. I'm not catching questionable as ride. I'm not. I didn't catch the ride. Long story short, he left. I canceled. And that was it. But just be mindful. I'm pretty sure he probably really did have his car in the shop. But you, especially during these times, wouldn't you want to take an extra step to change it up or report that or something? I know people gotta make their money. Maybe something really happened to the car, but at the end of the day, you just have to be safe. It's just, and the way things are happening right now, different crimes, different things, you really think that everyone's gonna be comfortable with that? So just be super mindful. I don't advise you get in any vehicle, especially if it is not the one on the app, whichever app. Don't be taking them kind of chances, okay? And then the second incident was, yo, I don't get it. I don't understand the difficulty in protecting yourself. Again, you know how these apps, these rideshare apps will tell you, oh, you should wear a mask, you could drop the window if possible, and all these other things that you need to agree to before you get the ride. How is it possible that you pull up to my location, no mask, you got all the windows closed and the AC's full blast? How? Bro, first of all, I don't know how many people you put in that car. I don't care if I was the first ride of the day. I don't know how clean you are. I don't know if you disinfect. I don't know. You understand? And listen, it's either that or a bus. So, and that's number one. Number two, why would you think that having this air circulating in the car is safe? Third, this fool had the nerve to suck his teeth and have a mean attitude in the car while we were going, because I asked him to put his mask on and if I could put the window down. He's like, but I got the AC on. I don't give a shit. I don't want to breathe this old ass air. I would rather have the wind beating my face, right? You know what I mean? And in a highway with the window down than me breathing whatever the fuck it was. And low key, it smelled like alcohol in that bitch. And not alcohol you get de la mano, like hand sanitizer. It smelled like the dude was sneaking a couple drinks while you look. Hey, all I'm saying is pay attention to these ride shares. I know that right now times are hard and people actually use rideshare as a second form of income. So right now it may be the only form of income, which means to me that people may or may not be making questionable decisions in order to get out of that extra dollar. And obviously we don't know everybody, so we can't control that. So all I'm telling y'all is to be mindful, be careful, and pay attention in your health over any and everything. Don't let anybody, oh, well, no, it's not done. It's not done. It's not over. It's not gone. I don't care how non-threatening it is. The point is, it's still here. Okay. So to anybody that drives these rideshare apps and you do that shit, you're a fucking asshole. You're an asshole. If you're watching right now and you do these questionable fucking things, you're an asshole. Yep, anybody that drives a rideshare and does these stupid shit where you agree to put on a mask, agree to drop windows, agree to be safe, and then you pick people up, you don't have the right cards, you're not following protocols, and you're doing all this shit, fuck you. On behalf, and on top of that, you catch an attitude and you want to be mad, on behalf of every rideshare customer, fuck you. Yeah, I said it. Now we can move on to the topic of the week, which is, believe it or not, the art of getting out of the comfort zone. I know I just told y'all to be in the comfort, but this is different. We're gonna get into it. You'll see what I mean. Sorry, I just got in my feelings. I just feel like people, this entire situation has revealed people's true characters. And I know that what I'm saying about this rideshare may not be a big deal to some, but it's sometimes it's not even the situation. I'm just reading your character based on your response to the situation. You get what I'm saying? So if you know what's going on and you need to take a job, like you need to be just as careful as the next person. Like if I was in a car, right? And I was not wearing a mask or something and he insisted on it, I'm wearing it. Like I you know what I'm saying? I would understand their concern. So it's weird to me that you have these people that drive these rideshare cars and this is the kind of energy they have, and to me it's unacceptable. So I'm speaking on everybody. Anyway, so today the topic is the art of getting out of the comfort zone. I felt like this was a great topic because I think a lot of us have not progressed or done things that we've dreamt of because we're too comfortable in the comfort zone. And it's with regarding everything, whether it's work, school, new projects, life, dating, sex, whatever. Everything has its comfort zone. You have it too. It's a matter of getting to know yourself and trying to get out of it so you can live a more fulfilled life. Am I completely out of my comfort zone? Fuck no. And I don't think that anybody will ever get rid of their comfort zone. And I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying you should step out sometime. And it's difficult, especially for me, because I can be really fucking shy, y'all. Like, don't assume because I got a podcast and I'm on camera. First of all, I'm by myself. Ain't nobody here but my little cat, Olive. And she knocked the hell out. But anyway, don't assume that because I have a podcast and I'm on camera that I have no anxiety whatsoever. First of all, I be shitting bricks. I be scared. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, today's episode is really about just stepping out. And the importance and the benefits. And I'm just going to share with you guys just a few tips that I use, some examples, some shit I've been through and things like that. Like, for example, in that rideshare ride, usually I like to just be quiet and chill, you know, everybody gets a rating and stuff, but I just felt the need to advocate because of the importance of safety. So there's certain times where my shyness will kind of go right out the window depending on the situation, but getting out of my comfort zone has been something that's super challenging for me. So I figure why not share some tips that's helping me now and help me in the future. And of course, again, once you guys listen, you're welcome to send me emails, messages, DMs about certain things that you use, because I'm pretty sure there's more than what I have. And, let me know your opinion and everything. So that's what we're going to get into today. One of the main things that I learned from getting out of the comfort zone, and that's helped me get out of the comfort zone, is understanding that I should be grateful for everything, and that everything is really a blessing. Everything is really, you're blessed. If you're listening right now, that means you're alive. Regardless of condition, you're still alive, right? And I know, listen, everybody is going through something. So I do not want to be inconsiderate. So this is what I mean in general. I feel like everyone's going through something, and it's really going through things, and it's really, really a tough time. However, it's important to progress. And in order to progress, I think that we need to be more grateful and appreciate things that come our way, even the challenges. Because I learned to be more grateful through the challenges that I've gone through negative experiences. I know that people will go back to the comfort zone because of negative experiences, of things that have happened. Sorry, but I learned that through these negative experiences, there's something to get out of it. And I know I'm talking like I sound very cliche and things. However, understand that a lot of times it's not the situation, it's how you handle it, how you maneuver the situation, how you move with it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times things that happen to you aren't your fault, or by your doing, or a cause and effect of what you did. Sometimes shit fucking happens. Shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But is that shit that happened worth you withdrawing back? Or is it worth you taking it for what it is? Understanding what it is and using that to help you move forward. So that's one of the main ones for me. Don't take things for granted. The same way you get these blessings is the same way they'll be removed, because that's life. Life is a blessing, but sometimes I can be a bitch. And one of the things that, and one of the reasons that I mentioned that, being grateful, is because actually, there's a photographer that we've worked with. He's really, really great. His name is Joshua Dwayne. This dude's work is ridiculous. Like, this dude has like an eye, and I've been in completely different environments with this dude, and he'll literally use any and every fucking thing. And the world is his prop, literally. You know what I mean? And we were in Jamaica, and we were just having conversation. And one of the things that he said, and it just really stuck with me, is that I don't deserve none of this. I don't deserve this. If it's an award and I got it, it's a blessing. I appreciate it as a blessing, but nothing is deserved. He doesn't feel entitled to shit, because you have to work for everything. And these beautiful things that come your way are blessings. So you have to see it that way. And that's what pushes you. Because I think what he was trying to say is, when you get to the point where you start to feel like you deserve like a title or an award or some shit like that, when you start having this like entitlement attitude, like this deserving attitude, and don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel like you deserve the best. It's more of like an entitlement thing. Then will you show gratitude to whatever it is that you feel entitled to, right? So that's what he's saying. You know what I mean? I think he means when you get to a point where you start feeling entitled, like you deserve some shit or some shit is yours, I think God will come back and be like, who told you that? And what I appreciate the most about that, about the fact that he doesn't feel entitled, he doesn't feel it's deserving, is the fact that because he's like that, he's so unapologetic about who he is and his work, and how he uses his gifts to put things together. So and that's the thing I like about life. You know, side note is I love having conversations with people who are not afraid to speak their minds, who are not afraid to say their piece respectfully. And it wasn't like we were having some kind of argument. We were just having a deep conversation, but it was one of those things where you didn't know you needed to hear it. So that's, I try to remind myself of that every day, because I mean, it could listen, taking a step out can be hard, but when you look at things in a more grateful way, if you look at things with gratitude, if you look at things with love, if you're grateful for everything that comes your way, even the negative things, you'll live differently. You'll do things differently. You're more unapologetic. You put love into what you do. And he made it clear. He was like, I create shit, but I create it for the people that love what I do, because I love what I do. You know what I mean? If somebody doesn't like it, that's on them. They have the right to not like your shit, to not like your work. It's their preference. You know what I'm saying? So look at things in a more humble way and be grateful. And I think gratitude eases the step out of the comfort zone. One of the other things that I like to do is simple. Take a step. Let me just clarify. I think a lot of people have this tendency of thinking that taking a step means taking these big ass steps where it's like this, I'm gonna do this major thing, so I gotta do major shit. No, you don't. I don't know who told you that. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Every step counts. No matter how big, no matter how small, a step is a step. There's people who don't take any steps. The comfort zone is life. Okay? So look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? Whichever, like, for example, for me, when I do the podcast, first of all, even recording gives me anxiety. Just setting up the lights and the camera and all of that gets me antsy as hell. You know what I mean? But I do my best to look at it like, set up the lights, set up the camera, turn on some Jill Scott, maybe some FKJ, you know, some jazzy hip hop. I literally just do one thing at a time. Because if I start thinking of all the shit I gotta do to put this podcast together and my partner, my team, if I have to think about all that shit, I'm gonna like dig myself in a thinking hole. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what happens to a lot of us. You literally outthink yourself out of shit because you feel like it's too much. When in reality, I learned if you just take one little step, and after that, you take another little step. And next thing you know, you did all this shit, you didn't even know how you did it. You know what I mean? I know it sounds like super easy, but it's not. It's not, because I think comfort zone is also another word for fear. There's comfort in fear. There is. And we're going to talk about it. There is. But yeah, taking a step. Like, for example, I have some, like, if you working in this job, you've been in a job for dumbass long, to the point where you don't even realize why the fuck you're there anymore. You're like, man, why the fuck am I here? What the fuck am I doing? Why am I here? You go in every day, you clock in, you're super unhappy. It's just a lot of negative energy. And you really, really want to go, but you've been there for like 20 years and you're comfortable, you got all kinds of benefits and stuff, but it's not making you happy. Now, some people are going to be like, Linda, you bugging. Like, I'm going to stay. If I got great pay, great benefits, I'm staying. But my thing is this. Ain't nobody asking you to leave all this security. It's just, obviously, if you have something you want to do, don't use your job and all these benefits as an excuse not to step out. Nobody said that. This ain't my full-time job. I'm not sitting here doing this shit all day. No, it's the same thing. All you gotta do is see what's out there. See what's out there. Do you really want to live the rest of your life questioning certain things? How you gonna feel in a few years when you realize, like I said before, there's a lot of times where like there's a lot of self-talking. You start doubting yourself and you start talking crazy, and then you don't do shit, and then finally something hits you, you fucking do it. It's quick, it's easy, and you're like, oh, I should have been there. You don't want to have that moment. Yeah, it's good to know that whatever it is you were stressing about, you were able to take care of it, no problem. But do you want to have that feeling every time? Even if you want to take a step in asking somebody out, the first step would probably just be like, yo, just say hello. Just say hello. That's a step. I think people think like you gotta have this grand fucking opening. Hi, my name is John, and I'm this magnificent guy. No, nobody's asking you to do all this extra shit. That's what take the first step means, and that's what I wanted to talk about. I think a lot of people put a lot of weight and a lot of pressure and a lot of dependency on these comfort zones. And it was a huge issue for me. Hello, that's why I'm talking about it. So listen, you're not alone. I go through the same shit. But I'm telling you, once you step out, even a little bit, it's gonna put like a fire in your ass, yo. You're gonna be extreme. You're gonna be making stuff, and that's how you start making moves. I was terrified about this shit. I'm still scared. Sometimes I say shit, and I'm just like. But then I realized it's me. It's me. I'm not sorry for being me. You crazy? I'm fucking Linda. Hello. Let's keep going. Yeah. Another one is, this can actually be really fun, guys. And there's actually a really good benefit to this, and I'm going to explain. Stepping out of your environment. Getting yourself into a whole new environment. What is that? It does don't put yourself in some questionable shit that you would never picture yourself in. This means more like put yourself in an environment that you've wanted to be in, that you have an interest. No, listen, getting out of your comfort zone doesn't mean doing some shit that you have absolutely no interest. There's no appeal for you. It's about getting out of your own way and stepping into something you thought you might like and you don't know. Even if it's questionable, even if you simply don't know, just step into it. Because look, the great thing about stepping out of, putting yourself in a new environment, whether it's a job, whatever, a new place to live, is I like being in a new environment and around people I never met, simply because it opens my eyes. I feel empowered. I feel like I'm doesn't it feel good to feel like you're in a whole new place? You want to discover stuff. Like, I don't care how old you are. You could be 15, you could be 50. Everybody likes to go to some place that's new and interesting, whether it's a restaurant. Environment doesn't mean like go climb a mountain, but if you want to, that's cool. I'm not saying don't. I'm simply saying it could be anything. You go into a restaurant you never been to. Okay, I want to go to like an African restaurant real bad. Like I've done African weddings and their food is so freaking good. I want to go, and I know it sounds simple and it's nothing, but it's something. It may be nothing to the next person, but who gives a fuck what it means to someone else? This is about you and your development, and you stepping out of your comfort zone and you doing what's necessary for you. Putting yourself in a new environment forces you to interact, to really evaluate things and open your mind and your heart and your energy. Just being in a new environment just opens up everything. I think that's why people love to travel. I love to travel. Like getting on a plane, going to different places. It's so refreshing. And I feel like being in a new environment is like a reminder that our life isn't the only life. Our world isn't the only world. Our space isn't the only space. Our comfort zone isn't the only comfort zone. I think it's great. You become an enriched person, self-aware, self-regulation. I just feel like putting yourself in situations that you've never been in safely, of course, kind of forces you to like redevelop yourself. And that's what I'm getting at. There's always a little bit more than what we think, but sometimes it ain't that deep. It's about how you approach things and how you see the shit. You know what I mean? So, and another one is, I forget the name of this song. This is terrible. Actually, let me look it up. So that song, I found it. It's from Leanne Womack, and it's, if you get the chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. And it's true. I feel like a lot of times most of the times we need to be able to take a step ourselves. We need to independently look within ourselves to take a step forward or step back a step. But there's gonna be times in your life where opportunities are gonna come, things are gonna come your way. People are gonna come into your life, and it'll be things you never expected. And you're either gonna withdraw and let you get in your own way, or you're gonna get up and dance and join in. And sometimes it's the best thing that ever happened to you, but you have to be open to what it is. And let me just let y'all know, a lot of times when you get an opportunity, it comes your way. I know a lot of times you want to second guess it, because not all money ain't good money. I get that. But you ever think like sometimes you simply just get into your head and you stop yourself from moving forward because you had this fear, you don't want to leave that zone? You ever heard that story about the guy that was drowning and he kept asking for help, and then they kept throwing him stuff and he kept denying it, that he kept refusing it because he kept saying, God's gonna help me. And then when he died, he got to heaven, and then he was like, well, what happened? And then God was like, well, I tried to help you. I threw you XYZ so you can make it. Well, sometimes God is out here throwing something at you from somebody else, through somebody else. So you gotta sometimes just, before you say no to something that you never heard of, before you downplay something, before you just completely just shit on something, take a second and ask yourself why it's coming your way. Sometimes you just have to let things happen. And trust me, I'm one that like thinks about everything. I could even be an overthinker at times. But I learned to sometimes just let go of that shit and take a step. And if something comes your way that you've never imagined, or you're afraid because you've never done it before, that's okay. Everybody that does anything in life has had a point where they've never done it before. Let me repeat that. Everybody has something in their life that they do now proficiently, but they never did it before that, right? So you can like, someone's an amazing barber. He wasn't a barber 20 years ago. 20 years ago, he just had an interest. He took a step. So that's what I mean. You know what I mean? You want to humble yourself enough to know that even the people that are the best weren't the best at one point. And that's how I see anybody, whether you're my supervisor, my boss, whatever. When anybody comes to you with this energy, like they running shit, they hot shit, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, and you feel like you're about to get intimidated or something, my way of looking at it is, you weren't that great XYZ years ago. You put in that work and you're great and you're one of the best, but you weren't one of the best years ago. So, and it's a way to humble yourself. You know what I mean? Because I think sometimes people forget where they started, where they, well, you got to know where you've been to know where you're going. Yo, if you have a friend, this is for the people that if you want to get your friend out of the comfort zone, your family member, whatever, make it small steps. You know what I mean? Let's not overdo it. Cause like, oh, you want to go out one day and then you take the motherfucker skydiving. Like, let's just be realistic about the shit. You know what I mean? And if you want somebody to say yes, you got to tweak how you present it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, don't we all feel like sometimes we know a little bit better than the friend, or you want the best for them, but you can tell there's something holding them back? I feel like a lot of times delivery may help. How you say things, how you do them, how you present it, accompany them, advocate. I know that it is our individual responsibilities to get ourselves out, but there's nothing better than having that support, whatever step that is. You know what I mean? If it's someone who wants to look into becoming a new tattoo artist, take them out to shop. It's all about working together to progress. So I think when I read the say yes more often, it was more of like, instead of just saying no because you're fucking afraid, just say, I'll look into it. Just join. And this is, what I love about the freedom we do have? If you do something and you don't fucking like it, you can get the fuck out. Don't put yourself in a situation where you have to be there. You have to because now your anxiety is already on 10 because you're doing some shit you never thought you would do and all this other stuff. What I mean about saying yes is about saying yes to, work, new projects, assignments, new roles. Even if it's like a date, you just, you want to be able to experience opportunities, create possibilities, and just live a more fulfilled life. And I just think that being in the comfort zone keeps you in a non-fulfilled life. Because the comfort zone doesn't let you fulfill shit. Comfort zone is supposed to comfort you. And plus, you ever did some spontaneous ass shit? If somebody ever asked you to hang out or whatever, oh, I don't like to go there. If you don't go somewhere because you know what the energy is and that's not your thing, that's one thing. But if you're not going just because you're fucking nervous, like you have no reason not to go other than you just comfort zone is kicking in, fears kicking in, anxiety's kicking in. Like I said, take a step. Do one thing at a time. Get yourself ready. If your friend is going with you, they're not gonna leave your ass. It's just about creating a better life outside of this fucking zone. And I know that I'm emphasizing that, but I'm telling you, comfort zone holds way more power than you think if you let it. Another one is to stopping certain behaviors. What are these behaviors? Easy. Self-talk, not having a lot of self-love. Because I feel a lot of times we don't step out of our comfort zones because we're too busy self-hating or breaking down our own confidence. You know what I mean? Or the moment you hear, like, it's just, there's people who naturally have a negative attitude towards things, and there's a lot of underlining behaviors that could really fuck your shit up. if you don't self-regulate, if you didn't acknowledge it. One of the big ones for me is self-talk. I am extremely hard on myself, right? And because I'm extremely hard on myself, I'll self-talk my way into thinking I can't do something, or I'm not up to par to do something, because I'll let my anxiety get to me. And I know this is crazy that I'm talking about this live, but it's real shit. It's real talk. If your anxiety and these certain behaviors are strong enough, it will literally stop you from moving forward. It will literally stop you from growing. And one of the things that has stopped me is self-talk and doubting, because what you say, what you resist persists, and what you say comes out. It's the laws of life. That's just what it is. And I think that these behaviors, all of them, self-talk, negative energy, finding something scary in everything, finding something intimidating in everything, finding something to complain about, just this fucking negative energy, that shit will dig you a goddamn hole, man. Coño, who wants to live like that? For real, who wants to live like that? Everything is a fucking bochinche. Who wants that? Step out of that shit. And yes, honey, it is possible. It is possible to be comfortable in negative energy, because that's what you know. Sometimes you gotta put in work to be happy on certain things. And some people don't want to do that. They want happiness to just come easy. Not all happiness comes easy. You understand? So yeah, that's one of the behaviors. Like, those are certain behaviors that stop you from getting out of your comfort zone. Another way to get out of the comfort zone is to create challenges for things that you want to develop. Like, if you're not really great at public speaking, practice that shit. I'm not great. First of all, I want to hear nobody telling me nothing about, oh, you on a podcast. I'm by myself in a room chilling. It's different if I had a shit ton of people, which I do hope happens in the future, but I'm working on it. It's just public speaking is crazy, and I know me, and I don't do well with filters. I say things, so that's definitely one of the challenges that I'm working on. But yeah, like different challenges. Like, if you see a pretty girl, you want to talk to her, that's another one. If you're really shy and you don't like public speaking, that's another one. If it could literally be anything, and it could be the simplest things. Like I said, stop complicating shit. People want to complicate shit. They're making it so fucking deep. Sometimes it's never that goddamn deep. It's never that fucking deep. It's never that serious. You know what I mean? And what I do like about creating challenges for things you want to develop is that it literally creates like a whole new journey for you. And then it could be this little thing, and it could be something that you learn that could literally move you forward to things you didn't even expect. I think there's something fucking beautiful about getting out of the comfort zone. There's something so freaking empowering, because I feel like this is, how everybody wants to compete with each other all the time. Everybody wants to, I'm better, I got the better ass, I got the better this, I'm better. But I never hear people say, I'm better than I was XYZ ago. I'm better than I was at this. I'm better now than I was. You don't hear that. So I just think that this is a great time to create goals for yourself and work on shit for yourself. And just have a journey, and I would document that shit, because you just never know. The beauty of getting out of the zone is that you never know what's out of it. It's like getting out of a world and experiencing a whole new one. You know what I mean? You should see my first episode to this one. The first one was like, I don't know. I'm like super embarrassed actually about the first episode. I should tell you, please go watch it, but I feel like you're gonna be really watching it, because now I said that I'm like super. After I did the first one, yes, I'm still nervous. I still get anxiety, but after I did the first one, I was proud. And every time I'm done with an episode and every time it's out, regardless of feedback, regardless of how many people it reaches and all that, I'm still proud. And it feels so good to accomplish it, to put it out, to be confident about what I'm putting out. And then when it reaches people and they reach out, it's like, there's this natural high about getting out of your comfort zone and just doing shit. I fucking love it. It's great. Honestly, the last few tips that I have for you guys is so fucking simple. It's as simple as talking to people. But see, I feel like talking to strangers, kind of like networking, is tricky because, see, networking is different because people know there's a purpose to go there, right? You're going to go there, you're going to talk, you're going to maybe build a relationship where you can collab or build a connection. There's a purpose to that. So people know if you're going to go, that's what you're going to do. But in general, like talking to strangers and stuff, I know that sounds weird. Let me elaborate because it can be. I don't care what I love talking to strangers. Yeah, but the shit gets weird. So you know what? Message to all those people there that constantly want to have mad fucking conversation. There are some people, it's not that they're mean, it's not that they're rude. They're just not there to be having these long ass conversations. So I think that reading body language and check the vibe, check your energy. I told y'all that last episode. Check your energy. Remember, check your energy and check theirs. If it feels welcoming, then obviously. And the reason I'm saying that is because me as an individual, sometimes people come up to me and I love to have conversations, but sometimes it's not that I don't want to talk. I'm just not even mentally there to be having conversations. So that's what I'm saying about being. It's great to talk to strangers, and some people really do want that acknowledgement and they would really love conversations, but not everybody. So you want to be particular about that, which in turn, it's a great way to get to know yourself, because like, what energy are you putting out? That could also be a challenge for you. That could also be something to work on. My body language. How do I come off? What am I saying? How am I saying it? Am I coming off a certain way because I'm in my comfort zone, or because I don't want to step out of my comfort zone? So how am I coming off? What am I doing? So it's not just about improving something within yourself, but you also want to improve what you put out. And that will absolutely help you get out of your comfort zone, because when you acknowledge things that you do and how you do them, and you work on it, I guarantee you will see a difference, because you're paying more attention to what you're doing. And I believe when you become self-aware and self-assured, you become more confident and you become more secure in stepping out. So it's not all about just you working on you, but it's a give and take. What are you giving out as well, right? And if you do decide to talk to somebody, honestly, it's simple as fuck. Be chill. Don't be a fucking weirdo. Don't come up to people. Just relax. So there's this trick, right? Not a trick. It's just one of those things that you learned on weddings for a while. If you ever want to take a picture, this is a side note, by the way. If you ever want to, there's a purpose to it. If you ever want to take a picture, but you're a little flustered, what you want to do is, right? Pause. Who taught me this? Oh, you know who taught me that? The Wedding Central. They're a couple great photographers and videographers, and they're really great. And I remember, I guess maybe the people, I guess they were like hungry or something, and they were looking a little tight. So he said, take a deep breath and smile. And so that's all you gotta do. Just, you know what I mean? It brings you more peace. You become calmer, and people are more welcoming. Because if you approach somebody, you're nervous as shit, you're gonna automatically get them nervous. Some people understand that, but some people don't. So I know that you're trying to work on yourself, but I think it's also important to, when working on yourself, that is not just inward and to yourself, but that you're working on what you put out. And then the last tip is, how about, you ever heard of that statement, lose control and have fun? What I just thought, why don't we redefine what that is? Now, lose control, I'm not telling y'all to go crazy and do all this crazy shit and just bug out. It's not what I'm saying. What I'm simply saying is, lose the need to control your comfort zone. Lose the need to have fear control you. Lose the need to control things. Lose the need to have so much power of every single thing around you that you can't even see yourself out of this. Sometimes all power ain't good power. Hello, look at the president. All power ain't good power. You gotta let go of these things that are holding you back from becoming better or doing things that you want to do. You don't have to control everything, and it's okay to let go. Especially for these people who are super controlling. Listen, sometimes you don't have to be in charge of everything, and just know that everybody knows that your little comfort zone is AKA fear. Let go of that shit. I thought, okay, so I did think about some other things that I would do to get out of the comfort zone. Low key, I couldn't think of anything special. All I could think about is I really want to go skydiving. For real, I really want to go, and I feel like I've asked all my friends, and all of them were like, no, you're going by yourself. What you mean? So, any of my friends who are watching or listening, if you are down to go skydiving, I'm serious. I am so down. I will go. Yeah, I'm gonna be shitting bricks. I'm gonna be scared as fuck. But I've been trying to do that for dumbass long. So if whoever is down, if you're listening, I'm telling you, I'm down. You let me know, I'm going. I'm so scared. I'm serious. I'm terrified as shit. I don't even like being in planes. I'm not gonna lie. And you can ask Keisha, boss lady. She know how I act in planes. I don't like being in planes, but I'll jump out of one because I'm terrified of that shit. And I just feel like if I could do that, then I could do fucking anything. And that's what I mean about letting go of your comfort zone. Sometimes it's stuff, it's shit that you didn't even think about. You know what I mean? And it'll have an effect on you. And I don't know the kind of effect jumping out of a plane would have, but I have a feeling. My spirit never lied. Something tells me I'm going to enjoy the shit out of it. I'm going to be scared. Hello. But that's definitely one of them. They'll probably be like, damn, yo, she was deep this whole damn show, and then she come here with some skydiving. Yes. In this show, you're gonna get everything. You're gonna get craziness, laughs, shit you can't listen to at work, everything. And that's just what it is. Listen, we having a conversation. If I had to do something outside of my comfort zone, it would be jumping out of a plane. That's like the next thing I want to do. So if you're down, hit me up, send me a message, let me know, because I am there. We'll make it a whole group thing. I'm down. Let me know. Now we're going to talk about layers to Linda. We're going to talk about question of the week. This was a good one, and I felt like kind of fit just right with today's topic, which is getting out of the comfort zone, comfortability. It's great, but it could be the worst. So the question of the week was, do you think it's love when you're in an on and off relationship for 11 years? Well, do I think it's love? I think it's love. I'm just questioning what kind of love it is. If you have to question if it's love, then to me, you're kind of answering your own question, right? Because, so it's 11 years. And I don't really know this person's situation. I don't know if there's kids involved. I don't know if they're just simply, I don't even know if they're married. I don't know if this is your boyfriend or girlfriend. I don't know. But I think that comfortability has more to do with it than love at this point, if you're asking. Because my thing is, if you're asking, then something's up, right? I think comfortability has a lot to do with it. I also think, maybe the fear of being alone. And I have a question. You said on and off for 11 years. See, that's a problem for me. Why are we on and off? To me, honey, To me, commitment is commitment. And I know I'm a piece of work, so I know I'm gonna piss somebody off. I already know, right? And I'm pretty sure whoever, so let me remove myself. I'm pretty sure you've been with somebody long enough, they're gonna piss you the fuck off, just like you pissed them off. That's fine. My issue is, why are we breaking up every time? Why are we breaking up every time? Why is it on and off? And then if you do break up, how long are you breaking up for? Like, is this like, oh, we broke up for like a week and now we good? Or do you guys like break up for like a whole ass 6 months, a year, and then y'all back together? Because see, that's questionable to me. Because my thing is, a week is a week and you guys got mad, whatever. But if you're breaking up for dumbass long, actually, no. Let me correct myself. It doesn't matter. If you're consistently breaking up, I'm going to want to investigate the pattern. Why are we breaking up so often? Because my thing is, if we're going to break up, if we're going to be on and off, we might as well just be off. I want to know that whoever I'm dating, whatever issue we got, we can fix it. We can talk about it. We can work it out. If you have a different opinion, you disagree, or you agree and you want to add on, please let me know. Please let me know. There's the fear of losing that person to someone else. Let me elaborate. The fear of losing that person to someone else as a female. I think some females feel like, well, I'm not going to leave his ass shit. I done put in 11 years and I did this for him. I did that for him. I gave him babies. If you did, I did X, Y, Z, and I ain't going to leave me and give this chick the better life. So this is an issue with that. A man is not where he at, but where he want to be. So you can't force anybody to do anything. You understand? Like, you ever seen these people who are like, they're dating somebody for like really long and then they break up and then they marry someone else? It's because that he or she wasn't trying to do that with you. That's what it is. That's what people don't understand sometimes. It's not that they don't want to, they just may not want to do it with you. I know it sucks, but hey, that's the purpose of the question. I'm gonna tell you with love what it is. Okay, if you don't want to let him go or let her go because you don't want to see this person with anybody else, that's an issue. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, when they say it's done, and there's nothing you could do about it. You know what's gonna be worse? They're gonna be done and they're gonna do what the fuck they want to do with whoever they want to do it with, and there's nothing you could do about it. So there's no purpose. So if you fear losing that person because you feel like you put in a lot of time and you don't want them giving someone else everything you worked for, we need to change a few things, okay? I get it, but it's the same thing as being in a job for 15 years and not seeing shit. You have to reevaluate some things, and I'm not saying you did something wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying everybody is not for everybody in your plan. And I don't want to have to convince somebody to fucking do for me like I want and like I deserve or like I'm worth, because we are more. You understand? Like, I just feel like if I have to tell you more a number of times, if we break up a number of times and you're not really taking into consideration what I'm telling you, and that alone should make you cut ties. That's what I'm saying. You know, I think a lot of times people confuse this particular love, and that's what I meant in the beginning, where maybe the love that you do feel is a comfort love. Is you've been with them for such a long time. This is someone you know. This person knows you, you know. But this is a thing. I know that you're comfortable. You say you love them. But why you keep breaking up? I know you keep getting back together. Somehow we get back together. Somehow we find our way. Okay, but somehow you lose your way. And I know we gotta be positive, pero Dios mío. How many times? I'm just saying, 11 years? How many times? How many more years? I wish I remember who this was. But depending on the age, yo, we ain't got the kind of time. You put in 11 years already, yo. Why are you questioning the love you receive? You know, I read somewhere that everybody has like a different love language. And maybe that's something you want to look into. Because if you guys keep breaking up and getting back together, side note, I'm trying to look at it from all sides, okay? If you guys keep breaking up and getting back together, there's obviously something bringing you back. And why don't you guys entertain that? What is it? Other than comfortability, is there something else bringing you back? Be specific. What brings you back? The fact that you love them? And have you ever taken a second to figure out what your love language is? Because that, believe it or not, that's a big one. Where the hell did I read that? I read it. And I thought about it, and it's true. People show and receive love differently. So maybe that's something to look into. Because I'm not saying that your relationship is over and it's never going to get fixed. Not what I'm saying. The fact is, you're asking after all this time, why? I'm telling you, something's off. And it doesn't have to be something negative like, oh, he's cheating, which I got something to say about that. But it could be something as simple as your love language, a communication problem, something. And all I'm saying to you is to dig a little deeper before it's too late. Now, 11 years on and off, I want to know if there's some cheating involved. Yeah, I said it. You asked. I think, honestly, when people do on and off, I think it's a quick cop-out. And I think it's an excuse sometimes. That's why I want you to dig. I know that some of you don't want to dig because you don't want to get out of that comfort zone, but that comfort zone gonna get your heart broken. Yeah, I said it. And that's why I want you to dig a little deeper. Get out of your comfort zone with your partner and dig and figure it out. Because I want my darnest mis queridos, I want you guys to be happy and love and be loved. But I don't want you to cheat yourself because you in something for so long and you so comfortable. That's the problem with comfortability. That's the problem with the comfort zone. You're cheating yourself. You're literally cheating yourself. From what? From good sex, good love, good life. Right. So I just believe that a commitment is a commitment. How long are you guys gonna last doing this on and off nonsense? One day, one of y'all gonna get tired. Do you want to wait till you get tired, or do you want to regulate and fix shit right now? You know. But I do believe in commitment, and I do believe in love, and I feel like if you guys approach it in a way where you guys just want you both to be happy, remove yourselves and decide, you know what I mean? Do we want to be happy with each other? And then just go from there. That's all I could tell you. Do I think it's love? I think it's love. I just don't know what kind of love that is. And the fact that you're asking makes me wonder, is the love that you have enough? I'll leave it there. But right now we're going to get into the artist of the week, which I'm excited to mention is my cousin Yumi. She is, they call her Yumi Vino. That's her Instagram page, Yumi Vino. You can look her up. She's on my page. I'll have her on Instagram and everything. But she is like a dope ass wine specialist. This chick knows about all the wines, everything coming, everything going, like the quality. She's been to Italy, to all these places. And the reason I also added her to my artist of the week is because I watch her page, I follow her, and I admire her lack of comfort zone. I feel like her comfort zone is like this big. She is not afraid to dance, to laugh, to talk, to do whatever. She loves what she does. She loves that wine, that hospitality industry. And I admire that, and I love the fact that I'm related to her. I'm like, hello, how? I'm not even surprised. She got mad flavor. And right now she's doing a lot of wine talks. So she'll talk to a lot of different people in the wine industry, and they have conversations regarding hospitality, different wine pairings. She even paired like Dominican dishes. I think she had like a Dominican cake or tres leches. She be having mango with wine. Like, she be pairing it. It's fun. You guys gotta check it out. I really love it, and I'm really proud of her. And I actually really enjoy watching these lives. So she does IG lives where she talks about wine, the pairings, and she'll talk to other fellow wine lovers, extraordinaires, specialists, and all of that. I did speak to her, so I do hope to have her on my show soon, and we'll do a quick collab. But yeah, she's dope. Check her out, Yumi Vino, IG Live. She's always doing them, and she's definitely somebody to look out for. I feel like she's got a lot of great things coming up, and I really look forward to seeing what she's got planned. And then our power move of the week. Simple. I'm going to keep it simple and sweet. Graduating class of 2020. Shout out to you guys. I know, well, I can't say that I know, but if I put myself in your shoes, what a tough pill to swallow, huh? What a tough pill to swallow, to not be able to wear your cap and gown in front of your mom. Whether parents, if you're listening, whether your kids are in elementary, high school, whether you in college and this was it. I had the blessing to be able to walk in front of my parents when I graduated college, when I graduated high school. And it was honestly some of the most rewarding moments of my life. Why am I getting emotional? It's weird. It was one of the most emotional and proud moments of my life and my parents' life, and my brother's life as well. They were all there, and it was really. I think it gets emotional because, you know, especially when you're like in high school or when you're in college and you know the work you put in to graduate. You know what it would have meant for your parent to see you walk, even elementary. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you something, kids be going through shit. Stop acting like, oh yeah, you got your phones and your computer and your laptops and everything's great and you should be happy. Fuck no, that doesn't mean shit. I hate when parents do shit like that. I'm not a parent, but I was a child. And I see a lot of kids out here. Y'all need to stop acting like all you gotta do is give them shit. Give kids things and then everything's fine. No. So I know a lot of you kids, if you are watching, I know a lot of you kids going through a lot of shit. Whether you're in elementary, high school, whatever it is. I know you guys have gone through your shit. You guys go through your shit. I know you do. And it must have been heartbreaking. So weird. Why am I getting emotional? It must have been heartbreaking for you guys to not be able to walk. So to be able to hold it together, to all the parents, to that parents, friends, loved ones who participated in making all students feel special and helping them acknowledge what they've done to get their diploma, whichever level. It's you guys, you made a power move. You're not just showing us that you got your diploma, but your strength. You know, it may not seem like a lot to anybody, but I know it meant something to you guys because it meant a lot to me when I graduated. It was the best feeling in the world. It was an accomplishment. And to have that kind of taken away, and to the parents who probably were dying to see their kids walk, like, yo, my kid made it. Let me tell you something, you made it. You may not have walked, but you made it. That diploma is everything. That degree is everything. That certificate is everything. Be proud of yourself. You made that power move to continue. Even the kids who didn't graduate, who continue to get on those laptops and still go to school and finish this year, I give you props. That's power move. So I want you guys to be proud. I'm proud of every single one of you. To all of my friends that I love so much that have kids, adult, teenagers, any of them who graduated, congratulations. Congratulations from the bottom of my heart. I know you all worked extremely hard to get this degree, this diploma. I know you did. And I admire your hard work, and I admire your strength for not breaking down during this time. This is a time where a lot of people are going through a lot of things, and I don't know that people are showing that much love to the people, to every student. I see you, and I see your work, and I'm proud of you, and I get so happy when I see those boards, you know, with the student's picture and their name and everything. I mean, that's the least that can be done. So I send you all my love, and I'm very proud of every single one of you. It is not easy, especially when you're going through a lot of shit for everybody. Congratulations to the class of 2020. There you go. You are the power movers of this week. Congratulations. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate your time and attention, and stay tuned for more episodes. Please send me an email with your questions, comments, feedback, all that great stuff to latenightwithlindarosa@gmail.com. Please don't forget to share, comment, repost, follow me on Instagram. Hello, Late Night with Linda Rosa. Facebook, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Stitch, iHeartRadio. The link is in our bio, so you'll be able to access it right away. And check out YouTube. Check out the video. Watch me in my extra ass. Hello. But yeah, until next time, be good to each other. I hope you have a great day and that tomorrow's even better. And I'll catch you.